What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Inked, back at it again with another video. All right, we're gonna jump right into this, man. We're gonna talk about Chicago and Chicago's new Safety Act or whatever. You know, I'm kind of late on speaking about it, but hey, man, go ahead and listen to what this dude's got to say so we can go ahead and break this down for y'all, man. Let's talk about it.
My comments on this. I can't even begin to tell you how dangerous this act is. First, it was passed in the middle of the night with 40 minutes.
All right, look. See, one thing I want to point out to you guys is he said that this was pushed in the middle of the night with 40 minutes to read 800 pages. Okay, so they have 40 minutes to read 800 pages, right? Like, I don't know about y'all, but that's a lot of motherfucking, that's a lot of pages. And 40 minutes, I don't know if you got to be the quickest reader in the world, but nobody should be able to push a bill. There should be some type of time restraint on how long you have to put it in so it could be fully read and understood before it's passed. Now, how long have they been just shoving bills? Oh, it's almost 40 minutes till we could put it in. Let's put it in right at the end. You know, they've been doing this for a while, man. And how many bills just like this one have been pushed under or pushed through? This isn't the only one. You know, now depending on if it benefits people or if it doesn't benefit people, we know 100% for a fact that this is a tactic used, right? All right, so let's listen to the rest of it.
As of January 1st, 2023, the following things will go into effect, and people need to be aware of this. It abolishes cash bail for almost every offense. This includes, but isn't limited to, kidnapping, armed robbery, second-degree murder, drug-induced homicide, aggravated DUI, threatening a public official, and aggravated fleeing and eluding. Offenders released on electronic monitoring have to be in violation for 48 hours before law enforcement can act. They could almost drive to Alaska before we can even look for them. It denies victims their constitutional rights.
All right, so as of January 1st, 2023, this new Safety Act is going to be implemented. And this is what I think, right? We've been living by this philosophy of, you know, guilty until proven innocent when it's supposed to be innocent until proven guilty. All right. Now, one thing I want to urge you guys to do is read this bill. And the reason I encourage you guys to read it is because, listen, California did a similar no bail system. Okay. Now, in this system, it determines on whether who follows under the appropriate guidelines to be granted the no bail, to be released, basically, to not have a bail, be released, come back to court. You had to qualify for it. So there's risk factors. There's high risk factors and low risk factors. If you're a high risk factor, 9 times out of 10, you didn't get granted it. So what I'm saying is I don't think they're just going to be releasing everybody that is being prosecuted or under suspicion of those crimes. Everybody thinks that, oh, everybody's just going to be running free. Everybody's going to be released. All this crazy shit. Oh, kidnapping, this and that. Come on, man. There's going to be risk factors to this. Just like California did. You had violent history. You had a record. Then they could hold you. And they could not grant you that no bail. All right? Now, we can go even further to say, what is innocent until proven guilty? I know that guilty until proven innocent is basically being arrested, sitting in county jail, eating bullshit food, seeing your family through glass. You're guilty, bro. You're incarcerated. You're doing time just like anybody else would do time. That's just, you know, what it is. You're guilty until proven innocent. So there's been this thing, innocent until proven guilty, for so long. What is innocent until proven guilty? Put it down in the comment section if you have a good answer for that question. Not putting people in jail, not incarcerating people, I think that is innocent until proven guilty. That's just my opinion. Now, I don't know, there's 800 pages of it. So basically what he read was not even a full page. All right? So he's only giving you cut and dry whatever it was that was passed. Like I said, I'm sure that there are going to be qualifications like having history and this and so forth. It's going to be something that disqualifies you. They're not just going to be letting everybody out. I highly doubt it. All right.
And keep this in mind, businesses and homeowners. Officers will no longer be able to remove trespassers from your residence or your businesses. Someone could decide to live in your shed, and all we can do is give them a ticket. You have to decide what level of force is required to remove them and whether or not it's legal.
Now I want to talk about the vulnerable population and how they said that, you know, if you need to remove somebody from your property, that you have to do it yourself, and you have to do it in means of doing it in a legal way, right? So leaving that up to people, bro. And then there's a vulnerable population, the elderly, handicapped, mentally ill. You have so many people that are a vulnerable population, or single mothers that don't know how to use firearms, that don't know how to remove people from their property or their house. That vulnerable population, bro, I don't know why they're doing that. So now you have the vulnerable population at risk because they choose to say, look, the police can no longer go on your property and help you remove people off your residence. Now, I think people are going to catch a lot of different cases if there's a rise in people trespassing, loitering, or whatever the case is, because people aren't going to know how to handle the situation, and they need to come up with some guidelines that let people know how they're supposed to handle those situations legally. Some states, you know, if you're on somebody's property and you're trespassing, they have all legal rights to handle business, but not all states are like that. So I don't know, man. I don't agree with that just because of the vulnerable population. There are elderly people, handicapped people, mentally ill people that are going to need assistance. Single mothers with multiple children, just single women in general that don't know how to handle, or even men that don't know how to handle these situations. Not everybody's built like that. So taking that away from not just homeowners and the people, but from the businesses, I don't know, man. I don't agree with that. I think that that's a vulnerable population. You got to serve and protect the community. That's what serve and protect is, right? So all in all, I'm not really 100% agreeing or disagreeing with anything as far as that bill. I just urge you guys to read into it more. If you're gonna say, hey, this is crazy, this bill shouldn't happen, this and that, read it a little bit further. I know he just said, hey, blam, there's no bail for this and that. But honestly, to qualify for that no bail and be released, you're gonna have to be a low risk offender, first time offender, not a repeat offender. Because I just don't see them writing 800 pages for no reason. There's got to be something in there that has some substance that lets you know how they're going to actually go along with handling that program. If the way that they're going to handle the program is fucked up, they don't really care, they're just releasing everybody, and they're not even looking into history or risk factors, then I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell you. But just think about it, man. Anyway, this your boy Inked, back at you with another video. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe. If you ain't already subscribed, hit that like, leave a comment on the way out, y'all. All right, y'all, it's all love.